Hi Elaine, this is Christina. This is a video that I mentioned about in the group. I'm doing an SEO audit and offering some suggestions on how to improve your online presence. I did a little bit of research, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. So as we know, any consumer, if they're looking for a product or a service, they go to Google and they type in a keyword there within the search bar. And for example, your future client could be typing in property management, St. Petersburg, Florida, for example. Now we see a location at the end of that keyword. That's what we call a buyer intent keyword. That tells us that that is a local consumer looking for a local business to get service done right away, or they're looking for a type of service, right? And because they have that higher buyer intent, right, because they're really targeting their specific area, let me show you some areas within Google that are really important here. Now, of course, this section here, this top section, that's, of course, Google Ads. They're great to run. I'd have to do a little bit of research to see how effective they are within your type of industry. But what's really important is this section right here. Now, this is what we call the Google Map Pack. Now, the companies listed here, they are the most visible and essentially get the most clicks converting to potential customers overall, right? Now, it's really important to be listed here because when somebody is looking for a service, right, they have that buyer intent just based off of convenience. They're going to be contacting these three companies first within that top spot there, right? And if they don't see you, they typically won't look any further. Now, just taking a look here, let me just check to see where you are located at within now these are Google business profiles. I'm just looking here to see where you're located, and I'm not finding you. We're already at the end of the first page, and it is definitely ideal to be on the first page because 98% of consumers do not go past the first page when looking for a company to contact. And the same goes for this section here. Now, this is what we call the organics. Now, let me just look here quickly to see if I'm see when you're listed. Okay, and I'm not finding you because we're already getting to the ads and we are at the end of the first page. So again, these are organics. These are websites that have Google's requirement of 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on their homepage. It's really important to get that content on your homepage for different reasons. So number one, the more content you have, the longer the Google bots, they crawl websites 24/7. The more content that you have, the longer they stay on your site and the more keywords that you're going to get indexed for. And that's really helps broaden your customer outreach, right? To really enhance your visibility. Now, the second reason is because the keywords that you have within the content really drives the content. So as we see here, property management, St. Petersburg, right? So if you have that keyword all over your homepage, you're going to get indexed for that site, right? Or for that keyword. Google knows how to rank your site, right? They're going to index you for that. And they consider you a preferred website. So definitely important again to get that content with keywords on there, really specific for your local area. Really important to be listed within the organics and within the Google Map Pack because that really enhances your visibility for your company. Now, taking a look at your website here overall, I mean, you have good quality photos, you have content on here, and this is your contact form. So as you can see, we're already at the end of your page. You really want to have that content that we just talked about, right? And there's some keywords that I could research for you, but I'll show you here as well on that really have that high traffic volume that'll really get visibility and traffic to your site. And I feel like property management, St. Petersburg, Florida, property management, St. Petersburg, property management Florida, right? So there's a different variations, but really getting that content with those keywords, you want to have about 13 times on your homepage. That will really help. And then as you can see here, you have services. And I would have a separate page for each of these with those keywords, right? With the service area, so specifically St. Petersburg. And then I would also have a tab here where it says service areas, and they don't need to be visible. They're more essentially for your search ranking within Google. You want to have a page for each area, like if you service other areas outside of St. Petersburg, right? That'll really help broaden your customer outreach so that you're indexed for those keywords for those areas, okay? Now, taking a look at what's going on the behind the scenes to your site. Now, this is a paid program. I pay for every month. It helps me with my research and my website audits. And this really shows me the data of how your website is working for you. And as you can see here, there's not a lot of data. So that's telling me that Google doesn't know how to rank your site properly, right? So again, you only have one keyword on there. You definitely, with that content that we mentioned about and getting keywords on there, that'll really help, okay? Now, let me show you an example here. Now, this company right here, they were at the top of the Google Map Pack and then also within the organics. So they do get the most visibility. And as you can see here, I mean, their website, it definitely looks outdated. It looks like it's been done a while ago. um, yeah, definitely done a while ago. But they have the keywords on their site and the content that helps them rank. Let me show you here like St. Petersburg rental property, property management, um, investment properties in St. Petersburg, right? So they really have a lot St. Petersburg. There we go, the rental properties in the St. Petersburg area. So those are all buyer intent keywords and keywords that you really get on your site that'll really help improve traffic. Now let me show you here. Now, even though their website isn't visually appealing, it's getting traffic. So this is the amount of people going to their site every month. Okay. And this is the amount of keywords that they have on their site. Now, let me just look here quickly to see. Now, these are branded sites, but here, property management, St. Petersburg, Florida. That's a high volume keyword searched every month, and they're in the second position. And here we go, first position, right? So they're getting the majority of people going to their site that's searching for this type of keyword. As we see here, different variations, still high traffic volume for every month. Right. As you can see, there's still high traffic volume, but as they're in the top position there. So that's why they're getting the majority of traffic going to their site. Now, looking at the data of their website here, see if my internet catches up here. This number right here, this is a trust factor with Google, and these are essentially shout outs from outside resources, websites, and directories. And looking at the numbers here, this is fairly low. These are both on a scale of 100, and this is really low too. That tells me that we would be able to outrank them or get your site to outrank them pretty quickly, pretty easily. Even with the amount of keywords, this right here is kind of like my plan of attack to what I really focus on. So just a suggestion there if that's something that you're interested in, but really we can get this traffic going to your site pretty easily if that's something that you're interested in. Now, this is another competitor of yours that I saw. I think they were right below this company here within the organics. I can't remember if they were in the Google Map Pack or not, but as you can see here, the difference, right? This is the amount of traffic they're getting every month, and they definitely have a lot less keywords on their site, okay? And that's still every month. That's still a large amount of traffic volume to their site. That's pretty significant. And just the average closing rate for a company, and I don't know what theirs is, but let's just say 20%, that can lead to new clients every month, okay? That's still significant. Let me just check here to see what keywords. So these are branded. As you can see here, see how they're in the third position, right? They're getting a lot of that traffic volume as well. That's branded site. So as we kind of scroll down, see how they have different locations that we talked about. That really, again, gets your visibility, right? See there, it's still a good amount of traffic volume there. That one as well. So again, that really gives you a sense of like what you can do for your site to really have it optimized to get some traffic coming in. But overall, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, like I said, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. But I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you take care. Bye-bye.